Yesterday, two of my boys had basketball games yesterday, and on the way to one basketball game, we went to Saguaro yesterday. Was the first game. It was like 6 o'clock, and my wife's like, "Let's get something to eat really quick," and I'm like, "I want to eat healthy. New year, new me."
Right.
And she goes, "Okay, let's go to the food court at the mall." And I'm like, "That seems just from the way I was brought up. Every time I love food courts, I love, but I could never find anything healthy." She's like, "Oh, you haven't been to the food court in a while." I'm like, "Get out." So for me, one of the things about going to the mall is parking. That's why I don't go. I'm not having to deal with parking. But sure enough, parking space right up front. You know, it's middle of January. Maybe a lot of people aren't shopping anymore. Get there, walk to the food court. What? When did this happen? It's like Salad and Go, and right next to Salad and Go, Panda Express, which you can eat healthy Panda Express.
Sure.
Right next to Panda Express, Pita Jungle. Right across the mall from there is a Chipotle, and right in the middle is a juice place.
That's everything you want.
I was like, what? I go, I'm going to come here all the time.
Yeah,
Like, I'm going to get all of everything. Like, I was like, this is nuts. And so I did. I ate a lot of healthy food, and then went to the game.
That Salad and Go, I think, is definitely new because I hit up that mall for Christmas because we had to go to the Louis store to get some stuff for my dad. And I was like, when did Salad and Go get here?
Yeah.
Such an odd place
They're
to have
everywhere
it.
now.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
Yeah, but there you're
Good for
right.
them.
Yeah.
Because it was. I remember
It's
being
right across from the what's that place called? Oh my gosh, I'm having a brain fart. Where they do the sushi? It's the restaurant. I don't know.
Kona?
Grill. Thank you.
Yeah.
Kona
Well, there
Grill.
used to be where it was a Paradise Bakery or something like that, and then it would turn into something else, and all of a sudden, like yesterday, it became a Salad and Go. And
Gosh,
then
I'm so sad Paradise Bakery went away. I was
Me
just
too.
having a conversation about this the other day with Noah. We were like, what gives? Because I think Panera bought Paradise, and I'm like, why would you keep Panera and get rid of Paradise? Because I felt like Paradise was the elite of the two.
and that's a good
Absolutely.
name. Like, you don't know what Panera is.
I know.
Paradise. Oh, this place must be Paradise. And
Right.
I remember they used to have. I don't know if Panera does, but they had that Thanksgiving sandwich. They had cranberry
Oh,
sauce.
yeah. That was amazing.
Yeah, that was really good. Okay, so let me tell you something else. So we get to the game. My wife and I had our first game. We're sitting there, and she has to go to the bathroom. She comes back, and she is like laughing and embarrassed and red. She sits down. She goes, "Oh my God, I have to tell you something that is so embarrassing, but you cannot tell this on the radio."
Oh, and here we are.
Cannot tell this on the radio. I'm like, okay. Now, I told her I wouldn't, and whenever she asked me not to say anything on the radio, I don't. But before I get to the meat of the story, which I'm going to tell you, at the end of all this, hours later, I said, "Can't I tell this on the radio?" And she goes, "Okay, go ahead."
He
So-
gave it some time.
Yeah. That's what you got to do sometimes when they tell you can't say this. Because I didn't think it was a big deal, except for the way she was like, "You can't tell this." Because my wife is such a beautiful soul, such a nice person, and I think I disrupt that. You know, I always have. Like, it's
You
like,
think you disrupt
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
No, you disrupt that.
So yesterday, so she goes to the bathroom at Saguaro High School. She goes to the bathroom. She comes back and she's like humiliated, and nobody knows, just her. And I said, "What happened?" She goes to the bathroom. She's walking into the ladies' room, and out from her pant leg falls a pair of underwear.
Oh, no.
And it just on the floor. It's sitting on the floor.
like
And
that.
she's like, and it's like a busy bathroom. And she just keeps walking. She goes to the bathroom. So she leaves, and that's when she comes and sees me. And she's like, "Oh my God, you can't say anything, but my underwear fell out. So it's my favorite pair of underwear." I think, do we all have our favorite pair of underwear? Of
course.
Totally.
It's my favorite pair of underwear. I'm like, "Is it Lululemon?" Because I'm kind of going through Lululemon underwear. She's like, "No, it's Victoria's Secret." And I'm like, "Well, I'm going to go get it." And she's like, "You can't. No, just stop. Please don't." And I'm after talking to her, I go into the lobby of the gym, and there's a security guard there. And because she told me you could see it, right? And I don't see the underwear. And it's like minutes. And I'm thinking, did the security guard pick it up? I go, rumor has it there's a pair of ladies' underwear floating around here somewhere. And he goes, "Yeah, it's in the ladies' room on the floor." Like, he saw it too. And I said, "Could I get it? It's my wife's." And he looks at me kind of weird, right? And he goes, "Yeah, I guess so, because I don't think there's anybody in there right now." So I kick open the door, and there is like a little, I couldn't even tell it was underwear.
That's so
A
funny.
little wad of
Right? I
cloth.
pick it up and put it in my pocket. And then I walk back and I go, "I got it." And she's like, what? What do you mean you got it? And I go, I talked to the security. You talked to the security guard. Why would you talk to? I go, well, you said it was right there and it's not there. I go, I got the underwear. I just showed. I go, here you are. She don't. And it's so funny because not one person in that place like knows whose underwear it is or knows that I'm about to hand it to her.
Yeah, you
my
rescued a
goodness.
favorite pair. That's a heroic move.
So we go home and I go, how do you know for sure it's your underwear? She goes, well, it's my favorite pair and it has a hole in it, which to me blows me away. My wife has a pair of underwear with a hole in it, right? So when we get home hours later and I'm taking out my keys and my wallet, there's this wad of underwear. And I go, here. And she goes, and I go, is it yours? She goes, yep, there's the hole. It's mine.
Oh my gosh. Like, she's not alone in this.
She's not?
That happened to me, except for in front of a group of high school girls at basketball practice. It was the most mortifying, most embarrassing thing ever. They're like, what is it? I'm like, don't look.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. Like, for me, it's not embarrassing, but for your point of view, is that happening to you as your underwear falls out? It's humiliating,
Oh,
right?
humiliating.
She was like at a level 10
Yeah,
embarrassed.
awful. I
Yeah.
feel bad for her. I get it. I feel you, Blake.
I feel like I got really close to that one time. I got home from work one day and I was like, when I get home from work, I immediately change into sweats
Right.
and my robe. And I took my pants off and I realized that the entire day I had a pair of underwear that was like stuck in my pants.
Oh, like laundry
right
or something?
by my calf.
Because it happens because when you get home, it's like you just take everything
them
off.
off.
Okay, so here's what happened. Before we went to the basketball game, I was freezing. I said, I'm going to get in the hot tub. She goes, oh, okay, I'll join you. So she takes off her clothes, puts her swimsuit on, meets me in the hot tub. This is the part where, again, we're different. I put on the same underwear. She went back and puts on new underwear. I'm like, I've been wearing this underwear all day. It's still fresh. Right? So she's not like that. So she puts on, so I guess the old pair of underwear's in her pant leg.
Totally.
Understandable,
I
but
feel you,
yes,
Blake.
embarrassing.
We can all relate, just nobody has ever admitted it.